Russia and Ukraine have been involved in a war for over 100 days now. The West and its allies have also failed to find a way to end the war. In the midst of this, Russia has devised a new strategy. Russia may attempt to close the only remaining path for humanitarian convoys delivering food, water, and other help to Syria's over 1 million people besieged by civil war. Wondering how this could be a way to end the war? Let's find it out. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I'm your host Kanika, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI Global channel yet, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the West has imposed an embargo on Russia. In reaction to Russia's unprecedented and unprovoked military attack on Ukraine, the EU has enacted 6 sets of sanctions. The actions are intended to 1. Stifle the Kremlin's capacity to fund the war, and 2. Impose clear economic and political cost on Russia's ruling elite who are responsible for the invasion. Without a doubt, these sanctions have had no effect on Russia's motivations. But still, in order to retaliate, Russia has devised a new strategy to pressurize the West, especially European nations. Currently, there is only one path for international help to the civil war-torn country Syria, that is Bab al-Hawa. UN had access to 4 borders in Turkey, Iraq and Jordan when it first started distributing cross-border aid to Syria in 2014. Only 2 of those remained available in January 2020. And there has been only one since July 2021, that is Bab al-Hawa. Russia used its veto authority at the UNSC to keep only one path open and has allowed to remain open until July 2022 after Russia made a compromise in the UN Security Council last year. This has been done in order to preserve Syria's sovereignty, and Russia has advocated for aid to be given with President Bashar al-Assad government's approval rather than through the UN. Every day, trucks loaded with food, water, clothing, medical supplies and construction equipment queue up to cross the Syrian hills into Turkey. Once they have made it through, they will travel to the Syrian town of Bab al-Hawa, where they will enter a region that has witnessed more fighting than any other in Syria. And now the voting is due in the month of July at the United Nations Security Council on whether to keep the only route for aid open. As we know that Russia wields a powerful veto at the UNSC, and this could be used as an opportunity to pressurize Europe and Middle East as well. This in turn has a point. When humanitarian aid stops reaching these people in Syria who are entirely reliant on it for survival, they will inevitably try to flee to countries bordering Europe and the Middle East. Since 2015, Europe has experienced a massive influx of migrants. An estimated 97,000 refugees and migrants arrived in Europe between January and August 2021, a 95% increase over the same time in 2020. In 2022, this tendency is projected to continue. There are currently 25,000 children in the system, with 9,300 of them being unaccompanied or separated. And if Russia vetoes to stop the aid to Syria eventually via the Bab al-Hawa route, Europe will be unable to bear another wave of migrants, as these Syrian migrants will make their way to Europe. As a result, Russia can use it as a negotiating tool with international powers to pressurize them and get favors.